So in this video I'm going to show you some typical GCSE exam questions. These usually come up every year and they're usually around 2 to 4 marks. So it's just really easy questions that you just need to know. And when you know them, it's really easy. When you don't, it might be difficult. But I'm just going to go through a few, yeah? So if we have something like x squared times x cubed. Now this is like a typical GCSE exam question, and the first thing we need to notice is it's saying times, and the base is the same. So the base is the same. So the base is here is x, and the base here is x also. So they're both the same. Now when this happens, we can use our formula, which is we write the base, which is x, is the same as both of them. Because it's the same as both of them, we can write x. And then what we do is, because it's times, we need to add the powers. So when we're adding the powers, we do 2 add 3. So we do 2 add 3, which you should know is 5. And that's the first question done. So this is usually 1 mark. So a different type of question we can get is something like x to the power of 5 x squared. Now in this example, again the base is x and the base is x. So both the bases are the same. So when we were multiplying, we added the powers. Yeah, so multiplying, we added the powers. Division, we need to do something different to the powers. It can't be add because it's not times, it's something different. Now let's think. Divide is the opposite of times. So what's the opposite of addition? The opposite of addition is subtraction. So when we've got a divide here, instead of adding the powers, we need to take away the powers. So we get x to the power of 5 take away 2 is 3. Now it's really important you do 5 take away 2. Do not do it the other way. So don't do 2 take away 5. This is wrong. Yeah, this is wrong. Yeah, do not do 2 take away 5. That's wrong. Because this is minus 3. Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to do the first number take away the second number. So these are 1 mark questions. So another type of question they can give us is something like this. So these questions always usually come up every year. Now this one's a bit more tricky. What we first want to do is, because it says times, we should know our times table, so we should know 3 times 7. It's quite standard, it should be 21. Now the second thing we need to do is we need to do x squared times x. Now when we're doing x squared times x, we should know it's x cubed. Now the reason why it's x cubed is because there's an invisible 1 here. And both x squared and x have the same base, which is x. You can see this has a x base and this has a x base. So both of them have an x base. So we can add the powers, and we know 2 add 1 is 3. So another type of question we can get is 8x to the power of 4 divided by 4x squared. Now in this question, it says divide, so we should know what 8 divided by 4 is. So we do 8 divided by 4 first, which gives us 2. And the second part is x to the power of 4 divided by x squared. From the previous, you should know you can just take away. So we do 4 take away 2, which gives us 2. So we get x to the power of 2. And we're done. Okay, so here's some couple of questions for you. I'm going to give you really hard ones, so we really know how to do these questions. So let's do x squared times 2x. Try doing that. And then a tricky one which I did not show you yet, but I'm gonna show you now anyways, so don't get too stressed out if you can't get this one right. So it's a bit more tricky. Okay, so the last one's a bit tricky. I didn't teach you how to do this last one, so don't get too stressed out if you don't know how to do it, but I will show you. So try doing both of these, pause the video, try them yourself. If you get them right, good job. If you don't worry, We'll figure it out. And if you didn't get them right, then maybe do all the questions again, and hopefully it should, help you understand it. So in this question, we do 36 times 2, which gives us 72. And then we just do x squared times x. And we should know that you can add the powers, so we get x to the power of 3. Now some people wouldn't add the powers because they would know straight away that x squared times x is x cubed. But if you didn't, you do 2 add 1, which is 3. Now the second question is a bit more hard, yeah? So the reason why it's a bit harder is because what you need to do first is you need to do what you normally do, 35 times 3, which gives us 105. So both you should have got this part first, yeah? The second thing you should do is x times x. So we've done 35 times 3. So now we do x times x, which gives us x squared, which is quite easy. And then we've just got y here, right? And there's no y's here, so we just have to write y. You see, this only has one y, and there's no y in this part, so we just have to write y. And that's it. We're done. So if you understood this video, do hit like and subscribe. Give me any feedback, and yeah, in the comments below. Thanks for watching my video.